And unless man be born again of water and the Holy Ghost, he cannot enter unto the kingdom of heaven. Ah, me lovelies, fear not and flourish for the beautification of this blessed. Here have ye pestilence. Drink, and ye shall live in glory.
Good afternoon, Father.
As it is with the delicate blossom, so it is with the common man.
Father?
Oh, sorry, me son. Little talk helps him to grow, you know.
Oh, yes, sir. Father, have I bother you for a drink of that water, Father?
Water, yes. Drink your fill, lad. The parched tongue that cries out for the purest of sustenance. Oh, you must have ridden a mighty mile to build such a thirst, lad. Visitor here, are you? Ah, I don't recognize the face. Father Ralph Meacham.
John.
And where do you hail from, John?
Saskatchewan. I'm a student there.
Summer's leave from the classroom, eh?
Yes, sir.
What brings you to our fair town, John?
Well, sir, it's something that a man of the cloth might spend a lifetime waiting for. It's the finest piece of biblical literature on the market today. The Chosen Word. Now, this illustrious volume, luxuriously bound and lovingly reproduced, is a rare and modern masterpiece, which, now, if I might add, Father, would add inspired zing to any sermon.
Ah, well.
How much, you might ask? Well, Father, I'll tell you. The John A. Hurdle Company of Toronto is proud to offer this unique volume for only, and don't be surprised at the meagerness of this offering, Father, a cost to you of $7.95 each. Two for $13, and cheaper for congregational discount.
Now, you're a religious man, John. To what you owe this fine calling?
Well, yes, sir. And of course I get a commission, 40%, $3.20 a throw, sale, Father, for school.
Ah, no shame in that, John. There's no nobler enterprise than education, lad. But
between you and me, Father, I know it all sounds pretty slick. Well, salesmanship, you know. But
well, John, we're a humble parish here, and I've had all the books I can for this year. It seems you were beaten to the draw by a fast-talking Philistine from Regina. His buggy to your bike, lad.
Oh, but this is a fully illustrated version.
Aye, and if I'd but known that a true representative of the Lord was on his way, still, perhaps there's an untapped soul in town I can give you introduction to.
Well, thanks anyway, Father. But I thought I noticed a pool hall on the way in.
A pool hall, John?
I don't suppose that Philistine went to the pool hall.
Well, John, I'm not sure that the pool hall's your answer, lad. Why don't we sit and talk about this for a while? I'll make some tea. No, I'm not sure the pool hall's your best bet.
No better place to look, Father. For untapped souls, that is.
Aye, John, but there are some places where the soul takes a holiday.
But there's always hope, Father.
Hope indeed, there's always hope. And I'd hate to question a missionary's vision, but...
And a good salesman can't let the grass grow beneath his feet.
Well, be wary of the weeds, though, lad.
Tell you what, Father. You give me an hour in that pool room, and I'll bet you a free copy of The Chosen Word, and I'll make a sale.
Well, I'm not a betting man. But you're on. I'll come by in an hour.
Bye, Father.
I made a bet for a Bible?
Watch it and weep, boys. Watch it and weep.
The man's hot today.
Lucky's the word.
Ain't just luck, old man. I'm hot. Hotter than hell.
Just play, will ya?
Patience, lad, patience. Let old Sammy show you how it's done.
Not half bad. Looks to me like you've played this game before.
Well, looky here. If it's not the road hog. Been in a rut lately, kid?
As a matter of fact, I am just passing through your fine town, down from the city.
No kidding.
Pretty quiet here, though. What do you boys do for excitement? Oh, besides play snooker, that is.
I don't know. Sometimes we find a funny-looking city kid to amuse ourselves with. Ain't that right, Curly?
Yeah.
What if I was to tell you that I have something right here in this bag that might liven up your afternoon? Something from the city. Oh, and I'm not talking Saskatchewan here, boys. I'm talking the big city. Toronto. Some might even call it a rare and unique kind of something.
What do you got that anybody'd give a damn about?
Well, let's just say it's something you boys might not expect to have dropped in your laps on a dull afternoon. Something that... well, maybe you boys aren't up to it after all.
No. Go on, Slick. Tell old Sammy what I don't got.
Well, let's just say it's some printed material. The kind of stuff you boys have heard about but never seen.
What kind of printed material? We ain't interested in no damn books.
No, you might change your mind with one of these in your hand, friend. Come on, you know, lots of pictures, the likes of which has set men afire, filled their souls with ecstasy, like how people begat people, fully illustrated.
Lots of begotten, eh?
Oh, lots of begotten. Plenty of besotted, too. Shameless besotted.
Boy, you expect anybody to believe a clean kid like you would be on the road peddling books like that?
Well, I'll tell you, sir. Some fellows down in Outlook had the same doubts as you. Bought 7 copies. Hey, would have bought more, too, but I didn't think it'd be right to hand out so much joy in one place.
You don't say.
Yep, as far as I can see, it would be crying shame for you gents to pass on these pearly pages. Crying shame, yes, indeed. Flesh upon flesh. Pagan pleasures. Harlots all around.
What's a harlot?
Shut up. A picture is worth 1,000 words, my friend. Yes, indeed.
Hell, Slick. You ain't got nothing we ain't seen.
I ain't never saw no harlot.
Shut up.
No, sir. You ever witnessed lewd and lascivious orgies in the desert? Jezebels that would make a king's head swoon.
Give it up, kid.
Dancing girls that would make you reek with desire. Full color. Illustrated. Bold-face impiety of the worst sort. Unearthly bound and luxuriously reproduced in one convenient peek-at-your-own-will volume.
Oh, regular Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sir, I could not have put it better myself.
Fully illustrated.
Wendell, will you stop that slathering? Just what kind of stories them books have?
Heavenly, sir. Simply heavenly.
You're having us on, city boy, aren't you?
My friend, I would swear on a stack of Bibles if I am not telling the absolute truth. Do you think I could stand here in front of you today telling you this? Do you?
Yeah, well, if you don't mind me asking, just for interest's sake, how'd you come into these curiosities?
Well, let's just say I've got my connections. Well, it wouldn't be right to...
Now, go on, boy. We won't tell anybody. Right, boys?
Right you are, kid. What's heard in my establishment stays in my establishment.
Well, seeing as you put it that way, strictest confidence, you understand. Any of you boys ever heard of Johnny Hurdle out of Toronto? Well, he's got all kinds of this stuff. Sure. Best of its kind on the market today. You're sure you've never... No kidding. Well, it's a good thing I came along when I did. Wouldn't want you boys missing out on the pleasures of paradise.
Well, if you ain't just the thing.
Yes, sir. And for only $8 a piece, you can see for yourselves. Sweetest angels you'll ever see.
Well, kid, I gotta hand it to you. You're persistent enough. $8 a piece, though. A lot of money for a book, even a book like you says.
Ecstasy isn't cheap, gents.
Even so, and we ain't even seen 'em.
Many an opportunity's been missed through lack of trust. A lesser man might be offended.
Oh, no offense, kid. We believe you and all. Be a pretty fool thing to stroll in here selling something you couldn't deliver.
I'll say.
And I don't think you're a fool, kid. Not at all.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence. Well, I think I've taken enough of your time, fellas.
What I mean to say, kid, if you really want to do business, why don't I get you another apple cider and we'll see if we can't strike a bargain.
Bargain? Well, I don't know.
I got to thinking that a young feller such as yourself might be interested in making a bit of sport of this sales venture of yours. If you get my meaning.
Can't say as I do, sir.
I think what the good mayor is getting at, son, you look like a sporting man.
Snooker, Slick. You know?
What do you say, kid? One game.
Against Ace here. And what if I win?
What if he wins?
If you win, why, let's put it this way. Tom Trimble and me are willing to back my man here. Right, Tom? To the tune of, say, $32. That was $8 a book. Right, kid?
What do you say, city boy?
Well, I can see you boys have your hearts set on a ticket to paradise.
So, it's a wager?
Deal.
I want to see these books first.
Now, patience there, friend. Good things come to him who waits. Besides, I'm just trying to be fair. You take a gander at these voluptuous volumes now, your concentration would be shot to hell.
Maybe he's right, Sloan. Keeping your concentration on the game and all. Besides, we trust a fine young man's good to his word. Ain't I right, kid?
They better be good, boy.
Oh, they're good, all right.
Rack 'em, Curly.
Probably never guess how close you were to smelling the sweet garlands of heaven. But, as they say in some circles, ars est celare artem. The art is to conceal the art, Mr. Sloan.
Well, Slick, in other circles, they say don't count your chickens before they're hatched. I'd say that makes it my shot. Time to have a look at those books of yours, Slick.
Jeez. It's a Bible. A Bible.
don't like smart-ass hustlers.
Afternoon, boys. I see you've met John here. From the looks of it, John, I'd say you'd made quite an impression on these lads. Moved by your splendid line, were they?
You could say that, Father.
Ah, and 'twas a concern of mine that you might have come all this way only to leave empty-handed.
Oh, this hustler's gonna leave with something all right.
Back it up a bit, Samuel. Seems you're making John uneasy with your veneration. John, what heresy has tarnished your illustrious campaign?
Seems the chosen word has fallen short of expectations, Father.
Is it so, lads? This prestigious volume not up to your own high standards?
Let's just say your salesman here fell short of his bargain, Father.
Oh, you don't say. The lad paints a glorious vision for sure,
He
but...
said they were
Go on, lad.
books, Father.
I see. Well, it would seem that's awfully close to the truth, my son.
Those ain't quite the books we had in mind, Father.
Aye, Harry. What was it you did have in mind, fellas, just to clear up an old preacher's puzzlement, that is? John, you did explain the pious nature of the chosen word.
I tried, Father.
You son of a...
Careful, lad. You did show them this book of books.
Well,
He wouldn't give us a peek, Father,
Spit it out, lad.
till Sloan
Remember, you're in the eyes of the Lord, lad.
won the game, Father.
The game? Saints preserve. You don't mean to tell me that you got this lad mixed up in one of your sorry gambling profanations?
It was all on the up and up, Father.
Gambling for the holy word?
Hardly gambling, Father.
An innocent stumbling into a den of thieves.
You got it all wrong, Father.
The Lord takes a dim view of gambling, boys, not to mention the law.
Now, hold on, Father.
And you pay in this world or in the next.
What'll it take, Father? For this world, I mean.
Perhaps the Lord would understand, he being the kind and forgiving soul that he is. But the law, boys, running a common gaming house.
He was just having a little fun. Kid'll get his money. Well, we was going to pay him.
Yes, that's what we do in this world.
Yeah? Well, I ain't paying.
When the hell did you ever pay for anything, sport?
This won't do me any good anyway. In the next world, Father.
Rightly so. Ah, perhaps I'd misjudge you, lads. Here, best pick up the books and consider them an investment in faith and the hereafter. And that being the case, the law has been appeased. Now you lads, hurry along. And remember, the path to salvation is a rocky one indeed.
Right you are, Father. And take care on that road, kid.
Sloan, I think I got me a harlot.
Shut up.
Well, Tom Trimble, you still cut hair around here too? And I'll not be warning you of the sin of gamble, John, but sales, 'tis a rough trade. You might do better to find yourself a quieter line.
yes, sir.
And I won't be asking you to explain the boys' confusion. I'm sure you'd have an explanation, though. For the Lord works in the strangest ways, especially when it comes to spreading the holy word. And I'm not about to try and figure it out yet.
No, sir.
But, John, you must always remember that a good missionary avoids the congregation with a big stew pot.
I'll try and remember that, Father. Oh, and Father, last copy of the summer, compliments of the John A. Hurtle Company. You won it, fair and square.
Thank you, lad. A generous gift indeed. And I'm sure you'll make a fine missionary someday.
Goodbye, Father. And thanks.
God bless John. John, didn't catch your last name, lad.
Diefenbaker, Father. John Diefenbaker.
So long, John Diefenbaker. Give him a hell.